You are listening to Under the Gun, Book 9 of the Nadia Wolf Series, written by Nicolette Pierce. Copyright 2023. Audio copyright 2025 by Pierced Heart Publishing. Digitally narrated with full cast of voices. Chapter 6. I blinked awake to the sounds of what was going to be full wailing in a few seconds. Trapped on the bed by Caleb's arm and leg, I wondered when he returned home. I must have been in a deep sleep because I heard nothing. Since Caleb wasn't here for Ollie's 2 o'clock feeding, I knew Caleb stayed out late. Annoyed, I shoved Caleb's muscled limbs from me. He groaned awake.
What time is it?
6, he groaned again.
I'll get Ollie.
Don't bother. With fury waking me more than caffeine ever could, I huffed out of the room and down the hall, pausing at the bathroom. The shower was on, and someone brutalized the cluckety chicken jingle.
Cluckety, cluckety, cluckety. I'm the tasty cluckety chicken. Cluckety, cluckety, cluckety. Your fingers you'll be licking.
I stopped at the guest room and opened the door. Ratty blankets clustered in a nest on the floor gave me the final clue I needed. Damn it. Muffin had infiltrated. It had taken less than 24 hours, but I wasn't surprised. What surprised me was that I didn't care as much as I should. Closing the door, I went to Ollie's room just as his wailing hit a peak. Murmuring soothing gibberish, I took him from the bed and checked his diaper. "Looks like you left me a present," I said. "Let's get you changed and then we'll get food." Changing his diaper took skill. I learned to keep a cloth over him so he wouldn't pee in my face. By the time I had him changed, Muffin emerged from the bathroom.
Oh, you're awake,
she said as she glanced between me and the guest room. "Did you stay here last night?"
Just came early to shower.
"How did you get in?"
I took the key you had on the hook.
"That's a spare key."
Now it's my key. You wouldn't want me to bring Ollie outside and accidentally get locked out, would you?
She opened the guest room door and disappeared inside, swinging the door closed. With a sigh, I brought Ollie to the living room and arranged us comfortably on the couch to feed him. When he settled, I turned on the television so I wouldn't fall asleep. The weather forecast flashed on the screen. It's going to be hellishly hot for the next 10 days, I said to the screen. I didn't need a forecast to tell me that. Before the forecast had completed, the camera cut to a news anchor.
Breaking news.
The anchor said.
A fire erupted at a house early this morning.
A video of a house on fire rolled. Even before the reporter said it was a meth accident, I knew it wasn't an ordinary fire.
What's going on?
Caleb asked as he shuffled into the living room. He ran a hand through his messy hair. "A meth house is on fire," I said.
It's too early for this kind of news.
He said as he headed to the kitchen.
I'll make coffee.
"What time did you get home?" I asked, not sure if I wanted the answer.
Not until 3.
"Why so late? Were you on a hot streak?"
For a while, but when I went to leave, my car wouldn't start, so I got a ride home.
"Who gave you a ride home?"
Carmela.
My brain tweaked. "Carmela?"
She was heading out anyway, and I guess she lives close to us.
Had Ollie not been in my arms, I would have had Caleb in a headlock in 2 seconds. "Does she play in the high-stakes room?" I said, keeping my temper in check.
Sometimes. Mostly she hangs out.
"Like a groupie?"
I wouldn't say groupie, but she's nice.
I bet she was very nice when it suited her. "Does she flirt with the guys?" I asked.
Not really.
"What about with you?" He turned to look at me.
Are you concerned?
"Should I be?" He quirked a brow.
Do I tell you I love you every day?
"Yes."
Do you believe me?
"Yes."
Do you trust me?
"Yes, but—"
No buts. If you trust me, nothing else matters.
While I trusted Caleb, that didn't mean Carmela wouldn't take advantage if she could. I wasn't sure what to feel. Instead, I focused on the TV to see Blondie's picture.
Found dead at the scene.
The reporter said.
Cause of death is under investigation.
Jack died and now Blondie. Both were in the tournament. Was it a coincidence or something more? And why did Blondie steal my backpack? None of this made sense, and perhaps that was a good thing. I didn't want to get involved. This had danger written all over it. I turned off the TV and patted Ollie's back. One giant burp later, warm milk splattered on my neck. I wiped it off with a cloth, but I would need to wash my hair. Ollie sighed happily. When a tiny dimple played at his cheek, I knew I was in trouble. He was a copy of his father. Standing, I placed Ollie in his swing and then let Caleb know I was going to shower. He followed me into the bedroom.
Are we okay?
We're fine, I said.
No, fine is not okay. I've already learned that lesson.
I'm serious. I'm fine. Do I like that a groupie is hanging out in the high-stakes room and is flirting with you? No. But I trust you. However, that doesn't mean I have to trust her.
You have nothing to worry about. I love you and only you.
I pulled the photo from the nightstand and slapped it against his chest. Yeah. I see you love me enough to wear your wedding ring while another woman sits on your lap. As he took the photo, I went to the bathroom and locked the door.
What the hell is this?
He asked, but I turned on the shower, drowning out his voice. I didn't want to deal with this at 6 a.m. I also didn't want to think about the death of 2 strangers, and I didn't want Muffin in my house. But here I was, carefully peeling off my shirt to minimize the spread of spit up. I then tossed it in the sink to rinse out later. Stepping into the shower, I closed the glass door behind me and melted under the warm water. I let the water beat my tense muscles until they felt bruised. The bathroom door opened, casting a cool breeze along my skin. I locked the door, I said.
It's easy to open. Will you talk to me now?
I don't want to talk. I want my trustworthy husband to tell me why he has a groupie on his lap. The shower door opened, and he stepped inside with his pajama bottoms still on.
First, tell me where you got the picture.
I tipped my head to the side, letting water tap against my neck. When I put the pump in your backpack, I saw it.
And you thought I'm stupid enough to keep an incriminating photo in my backpack and then let you store things in it?
He stepped forward. While the shower was big, it wasn't big enough when he deliberately crowded my space. His hand came out as he leaned against the wall, trapping me. He looked down at me with an arched brow.
Am I that stupid?
No, but you could have forgotten about it.
Not only wouldn't I have a photo in my backpack, but I wouldn't have printed evidence either.
So you've thought about this?
No. But I've heard plenty of guys at the tables talking about how to hide photos. There are apps that can hide pictures so no wife or girlfriend could ever find them.
And do you have these apps?
You have access to my phone and the passcode to unlock it. You can look anytime you want.
But would I know how to find the app?
I only have a few apps, and you can look them up to make sure they are safe. What I want to know is why you didn't confront me about this right away.
You were in a hand.
What about after?
I came home, and you said you were going to play in the high-stakes room.
You could have told me about the picture.
Why? Then you wouldn't have gotten a ride home from Carmela, who is so nice. His jaw clenched, and I wondered at that. Caleb had never been the kind of guy to get overly upset about anything. He was the go-with-the-flow kind of guy who balanced out my crazy.
If you think I'm cheating on you, I want to know right away. It's easier to talk to you when you're angry than when you shut down.
I don't shut down.
No? What are you doing now? You toss a photo at me and then lock yourself into the bathroom. Were you going to hide in the shower so long that your skin wrinkles?
Do you have a problem with my wrinkly skin? Thinking that death do us part might not be worth... He silenced me with a kiss.
You're being stubborn.
He then backed away and flashed the photo at me.
Someone manipulated this. There is a spot missing here and the lighting is wrong over here, and this isn't my right hand.
Now that he pointed it out, I saw the photo had many flaws. I didn't inspect it, I said. I only had time to put it in my pocket. If this is fake, why was it in your backpack?
I suspect Carmela put it in there when she was at the table.
For me to find? Caleb shrugged.
For you to find, or perhaps a new way to flirt. I don't know, but I will talk to her about it. And from now on, I want you to talk to me as well. Hell, yell at me. I just need communication.
When I nodded, he kissed me again.
Are we okay?
Yes, and I'm sorry I didn't put you into a headlock like I wanted to. He smirked.
Care to try now?
No, my muscles are tense. I think yesterday's stress knotted everything up.
Turn around.
Why?
I'll massage your shoulders.
Anything else? He kissed my forehead.
I'm yours to command.
In that case, can you make breakfast? He chuckled and turned me around.
Massage first, and if we work up an appetite, I'll make a lot of breakfast.
Make enough for me, too.
Muffin said as she barged in. Caleb scooted me behind him and then opened the glass door to look out.
There is another bathroom in the hall if you need it.
Some annoying person is here.
I'm not annoying.
Remy barked from somewhere behind Muffin. I silently groaned, knowing I would not get my massage, and breakfast looked like it might be a miss as well. We'll be out in a minute, I said, turning off the water.
Fine, but I get dibs on breakfast.
Muffin snapped the door closed.
Why is Remy here?
Caleb asked when we toweled off. I don't know. I suspect it has to do with my backpack and 2 dead people.
2?
Blondie was found dead this morning. It was on the news.
What does this have to do with you?
It shouldn't have anything to do with me. Remy thinks Blondie targeted the wrong backpack. Caleb's brow furrowed.
Why do these things happen to you?
Bad luck Vegas, baby. I gave him a kiss on the cheek and then headed to the closet to find clothes. But there were none. Only Caleb's clothes hung in a somewhat orderly fashion. My side was empty. While I didn't have a full wardrobe like Maya, I should have had a few shirts and jeans. I did laundry a couple days ago. Caleb reached around me and pulled out a shirt.
Where are your clothes?
I guess in the laundry. I could have sworn I had more clothes in here, though.
Why don't you go on a shopping trip with Maya after the tournament?
I leveled him with a flat gaze. My feet will fall off from her dragging me all over Vegas, and she'll make me buy things I'll never wear.
I like the things she picks out for you.
You mean like the stuff Carmela wears? He backed up a step.
I did not say that. Do not put words into my mouth.
I eyed him, but then decided to leave the poor guy alone. It wasn't his fault my anger had spiked. He did nothing wrong. When he realized I wouldn't maim him, he hugged me to him.
You know I love you no matter what clothes you wear.
But you prefer me in other clothes.
Again, I didn't say that. You could wear a garbage bag, and I'd still only have eyes for you.
Giving him a kiss to let him know I let him off the hook, I then secured my towel tighter while I went to the laundry room. Remy had been leaning against the wall in the hallway when I opened the door. He took one look at me in the towel, and then squeezed his eyes closed.
Jet, where are your clothes?
That's what I'm going to find out,
Oh, you mean those shabby things in your closet?
Muffin asked as she came out of the guest room. Dread filled me. Muffin, I gritted. What did you do to my clothes?
A guy came by yesterday looking for clothes donations for charity. I figured those were so ugly you wouldn't want them, but homeless people aren't that fussy.
My gaze swung to Remy as she shoved past me to go to the kitchen. I thought you were watching her.
My team watched her. I gave them specific instructions to make sure no harm came to Ollie. I didn't think to specify clothing as well.
When it comes to Muffin, nothing is safe, I said.
I heard that.
Muffin called. Rolling my eyes, I asked her, Did you donate my clothes in the laundry too?
Ew, they are homeless, not nasty.
I glanced at Remy. I'm going to look in the laundry room. Come with if you want to talk.
I'll wait in the living room while you sort yourself out.
Is this about Blondie? He nodded. All right, give me a few minutes. We parted ways, and I walked the short distance to the laundry room nestled between the hall bathroom and guest room. I was happy to find Muffin didn't disturb the dirty clothes. Digging through the basket, I found a shirt and jeans. They looked cleanish and didn't smell. No spit up on them either. As long as Muffin didn't get rid of my underwear, I was good for today. Heading to the bedroom with the outfit, I checked the dresser drawers to find them empty. "Muffin!" I shouted. "You gave my underwear to charity."
No one would want your nasty underwear.
She said, stepping into the doorway. "Then where are they?"
I spilled juice on the floor, but didn't want to ruin the towels. They've got cute ducks on them.
So you used my underwear?
They weren't that nice. Mostly just cotton, which is great at absorbing.
And then you threw them away?
What was I supposed to do with them?
My eye twitched. What garbage?
The kitchen garbage.
When I went to see if I could save any of them, she stopped me.
I tossed the bag into the dumpster. But if you want to go dumpster diving, I'll give you a boost.
"Muffin!" I gritted. "You have 2 seconds to get out of my house before I call the police."
You're always threatening to call the police. Didn't I do a good job with Ollie?
Yes, but I also paid you extra for food, and now I have to replace my clothes. Again. She waved me off.
Those were cheap clothes anyway. Just go to Bargain Max and get some more.
Taking my phone from the nightstand, I dialed 911. I flashed the screen at her. "I'm pressing send in 10 seconds.
That's mean.
She folded her arms.
Fine, I'm going. Let me get my stuff from my room.
"Not your room. It's the guest room,"
Whatever.
she said with a pout.
I thought we had gotten over the past and bonded, but you're just the same old stick in the mud.
And you're still the same gorilla who ruins everything.
Good luck finding a babysitter as good as me.
She headed to the room and shoved her blankets into a garbage bag. A flash of concern for her caught me off guard, but I shoved the feeling away. She put herself into her current situation. I would not weaken my resolve, or she'd take advantage of me. Muffin slowly made her way out of the house, taking pitiful glances at Caleb and Remy. When they didn't come to her aid, she targeted her woeful gaze at Ollie.
Goodbye, Howie. Auntie will always love you, even though your mommy threw her out onto the dark, cold streets.
"It's 6 in the morning and already in the 80s, I said. "Hardly dark and cold." She tisked at me.
It was a metaphor. I'll be on Drug Alley if you need to ID my body.
After one last forlorn glance at me that I refused to acknowledge, she headed to the car. I shut the door and locked it.